things have changed a little bit since the last time I picked up the camera. It turned out I didn't have enough time to go pick up that load for it to work for the customer. So they had another coastal driver that delivered to the same KE this morning, and he had a load that has a second stop down in Miami early this morning, or tomorrow morning. So we switched trailers, and I didn't pick up my camera through all that because I was tired, and I just switched loads, went back to sleep. But I'm about to finish hooking up because I didn't even get out and put the freaking hoses and pigtails and stuff on. Just went back to bed. Had another load picking up tomorrow evening. It goes to Denver, but I don't have enough hours for that either, so they're sending me up to Troy, and they're going to switch me onto something there. Go from there, see how that works out. I'd like to go to Denver. It's another 2,000 miles. Definitely a different scene than I rolled up on last night, huh? Like, there's nothing going on down here. I'm always a little leery outside at night in Florida, especially next to like bogs. Any hungry alligators? Please don't come bite my ankles. Any gators? There is a Love's, and I'm going to try to remember to talk louder when there's engines and stuff running, but sometimes I'm just tired and low energy and my voice just doesn't come through, and I end up having to delete a lot of clips that you just can't hear what I'm saying, and I don't feel like captioning it. But there's a Love's down the road here. I'm going to stop in and grab some drinkage. I ran out of diet soda here today. I'll tell you, that was one of the biggest changes I made to my diet that helped me lose a bunch of weight, was getting off of full sugar sodas and stuff, because I used to probably drink 2, 3, 4 sodas a day, and never really thought much about how much calories that was, and then I'd eat my regular food and I'd gain weight and not understand why I was gaining weight because I didn't eat that much.
Turn left onto Florida 207 North.
No, I didn't eat that much, but I drink a lot of calories. Because I don't really eat less now, but I'm still consistently losing weight and staying close to 200. Where I'm drinking the sodas and stuff, I was, got up to 280. And then I lost the weight and I got back up to 240. Because I never stopped drinking soda. Or full sugar soda. I like parking in the way like that, but I gotta use the bathroom and there's no place else to stop, so people can get around me still. I won't be here long.
No chequen here. Chequen back there.
Don't know why you would park in the gate and block it up.
The appointment was night. Right.
What does that matter? I'm still still wouldn't park in the driveway and block shit up. I don't understand why people do shit like that. This guy's gone too. Why would you park in the driveway and go leave the truck sitting while you went and checked in? See if I can't get around this guy. That, folks, is why you practice backing blindside and maneuvering your truck as often as you can. I just waited in their waiting room for, what was it, 30 minutes to get up to the desk to be told at 4:40 in the morning that I have to come back in at 5 to check in.
Okay, Costa. Yeah.
Fun fact about southern Florida, Miami, it's 75, it feels like 85. That's what humidity does to you. So I'll get my freaking windows taken out. There's a pilot down the road, but it's like the only truck stop around, so I don't even want to go over there and try to park. I only need to be here another, what's 9, it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7 hours. Hopefully I won't get bothered, we'll see. The address they sent me to is on the wrong side of the freaking highway. I gotta go around, and I'm good 30 minutes late now, so cool. Speaks English. Nobody. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
On the corner at your left hand.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You don't have the number of the suite? The
4.
suite number? 400?
Just says 4. Building 4 is all it says.
Yeah. Right there is a 400. I think the 400.
Okay.
Our suite is 490.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you have a pickup number, please?
Which other number did you find? I haven't spent a lot of time in Florida over my career. I think this is probably the 4th time I've ever been to Florida. But it's always striking to me how different it feels as far as like culture. Everything is so clean. It's amazing. Like, I've been to every city in this country, every major city for sure. And there's always garbage everywhere. You know, things are unkempt, unmanicured. Miami, I mean, I haven't been to Tampa, but everywhere I go in Florida, it's like unbelievably clean and well maintained. It sucks that nobody speaks English, or very few people speak English, but it's very clean. Chatting with Wyatt this morning when I was getting, or this evening when I was getting up. Do my last little stretch here up to Troy. I'll be up there by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Probably a little earlier than that, but while I am waiting on PM and stuff to get done, I'm going to go run to the AT&T store and see if I can find if they have, you know, a reasonably priced smartphone that I can add to my service, because these guys are constantly wanting me to download tracking apps and stuff, and I don't trust links. You know, somebody's going to send me a link and I'm supposed to select it and download something my phone with all my banking information and stuff on it. I don't want to do that, but I'll go get a phone just for work. I have them change all the numbers. At least I'll get some more Wi-Fi hotspot out of it. If I'm not mistaken, it isn't too much to add a line, so the expense will be the device itself. But that's the plan. That's done. Now I have two phones, which I've never had before. But I can download stuff onto that one and not have to worry about being robbed. And I get an extra, she said 60 gigabytes of hotspot, which I used to get 40, and now I get 60 on two different devices. 120 gigabytes of data. That'd be nice. Right, go hit the Wally World and then get back to the shop. I had to talk to the wife in a day or so I had to talk to her while I was getting ready to go this morning. Quick run down to Douglasville, Georgia, to another KHE. Hopefully this KHE is a little better than the last two I went to. Because I was thinking that first one I went to was great. That first one I went to in Aurora, Colorado, like I was in and out of there in an hour and a half and down the road. But that was loading, not unloading. But we'll see. Delivers 3 a.m. Thursday morning. I wrote up when I took my truck in for PM that the fuel cap leaks. They acknowledged it, they cleaned the tank off, but they didn't actually fix it. They didn't replace the gasket, so it's still leaking. So I'm trying to get the seal out and stuff a bag in behind it so it pushes up against the tank harder. See if that does the trick. Alright, I was chatting with the dispatcher this morning trying to figure out exactly what the next plan was so I could make an informed decision. This load delivers 0300 tomorrow morning. And then my next load picks up out of Carrollton, something like that. It's like half an hour away from Douglasville by 1300. And then that goes to South Holland, Illinois, which is Chicago area, by 10 a.m. the next morning. And when he first sent it to me, I was like, it looked like it had to be done in one shot, but I got to looking a little further into it. I can pick it up, run an hour, 2, 3, 4, whatever, run the rest of this next clock out, and then part for 10, and then still make it on time delivery. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't want to fight with Chattanooga traffic because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and Chattanooga is basically one big work zone, so there's always traffic there. It's really bad during rush hour, morning and evening. So I'm 3 hours away from Douglasville on top of Mount Eagle here. We'll call it 4. So if I leave out of here at 22:30 or 2300, I can get down there an hour or 2 before my appointment. And if they take 8 hours or something to get me unloaded, that'll be fine. I'll just do a split break, and then the hope is they'll get me unloaded reasonably, by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I can run over to Carrollton, get my load, hopefully get loaded early. But even if they load me, close to my appointment time, as long as I can find somewhere to take a 10-hour break, I'll still be able to make it up there. But I let him know that there's some conflict and it's going to have to be done a little bit special. It's kind of interesting because, I've worked for a few companies now, and most of them try to do, give you too much time, and this place is not doing that, and they're letting me do what I do best, which is, the planning side of things. They're letting me in on stuff and asking my opinion and asking, me to do the load planning and have discussions about it instead of just sending me crap saying, hey, this is what you're doing. And, there's an extra 24 hours on it, so he's sending me the load, say, hey, can you do this, and if so, how? And I'll send it back to him, back and forth for a few minutes, come up with a workable plan, and give me the load. Hopefully I can get something out of Chicago area with some meat on it, because this will be 1,400 miles for the week, which isn't a bad start, but we're going to be getting into Friday afternoon, so I have the weekend to get something done up until Wednesday to get something with some more meat on it. So far, I'm really liking the culture with this company. They're treating drivers like drivers, not machines so much. Like, he's given me the responsibility to plan my loads, and I went over time, but I could have just stopped, but that was my decision to go over time because I just didn't want to get stuck in Florida for 2 days, or no, 3 days, without making any money. So, and they give you the freedom to do that a little bit. Every other company I've worked for, the reason I never even questioned going over my time is because they take your safety bonuses and crap over a single log violation, no matter how small or what the situation is. These guys told me in orientation, hey, if you end up in a situation where you gotta push it past your clock a little bit, we're not gonna screw with you about that, as long as you don't make a habit out of it. And we have to have a conversation about it. But you're coming into a place that doesn't receive for another 3 days, and you're going to be short 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes. Just go. We're not going to harp on you for going in and delivering that, because we know you're out here to make money, not sit around. And of course, they don't want to pay layover and stuff either. So anyway, so far I'm happy with them. I'm a little annoyed that they didn't replace that gasket yesterday when it was there, and they cleaned the gas tank off, but they didn't replace the gasket. I'm gonna go see if that trash bag fix worked at all. Let's see. Nope. I guess I'm gonna go get some silicone and take that cap off, clean it really good, and kind of make a new gasket. Just fill it up there, as tight as I can for, without making it too thick. So
it'll maybe seal, because that's a out of service ship. Like, DOT don't like you leaking diesel fuel on the ground. It's a pretty big fine, so I need to try to get that leak stopped. Go run and grab some silicone. That set up while I'm resting, and I'll go cover the port up so it doesn't get rained in.